This is Into Beats 106.5 FM. Hello, this is Amy Botes here from PEPPED Productions again. I hope everything's all right with you. Following on from the last few weeks, I'll be carrying on this week with my series on personal impact. So for those who missed it last week, we concentrated on how we can address any bad communication habits by acknowledging and addressing any bad habits we have, and by taking just a small step to change them so that we can become much better communicators. This week, we're going to be thinking about how we visualise success and create our own futures. So just a little bit more about me, just in case you missed me last week. I'm a professional RADA-trained actress and communication coach, and my coaching methods are all based on how an actor prepares for a role. I train people to use acting techniques to transform their reality and lead them to become a better version of themselves. This is the 5th in a series of 8 programs where I'll be sharing my top tips on personal impact, how we can create it, how we can sustain it, and what steps you need to take to make sure you're creating the maximum personal impact. So Abraham Lincoln famously said, "The only way to predict the future is to create it." And I really live by those words. In 2016, I was a successful businesswoman, but I was running a business that I'd sort of fallen into, and my heart really wasn't in it. And it wasn't until I started to allow myself to visualise an alternative future that new, exciting things started to happen for me. I had a vision of using my acting skills once again, but I wanted to also marry my knowledge of business in with that. And I read a fantastic book called The Artist's Way, which reignited my creativity, and suddenly I was able to visualise what my new business would be. I would be teaching adults. I would be running my own business. I would be using my acting expertise, and I'd be helping people become the best version of themselves. And that was when my company, PEPPED Productions, was born, and it's taken me on quite a journey. A few curveballs have come my way because alongside business workshops and one-to-one coaching, I'm also doing voiceovers, writing, directing, and I'm also doing this program on the radio, which is amazing. Now, if I hadn't allowed myself to visualise a new future, if I'd just accepted the status quo as the only way forward, would I be here talking to you today? No, is the answer. So, what I want you to do is this. Start dreaming. Start thinking about what you would do if you had no constraints. If money was no object, if you had all the time in the world, if you could do anything, what would you do? Now write that down. Put it down on paper and work through how it could become a reality. Take action to make that a reality. And if the path isn't clear, take one step that will get you closer to that dream, that vision. I heard about a fantastic story the other day. Jim Carrey, the Hollywood actor, was originally from Canada, and he dreamt of fame and fortune in Hollywood, but had absolutely no idea how he was going to achieve his goal of becoming a famous actor. Then one day, he decided to write himself a check for $10 million for acting services rendered. And he gave himself a deadline of 5 years. And yes, you've guessed it, he did it. Literally, 5 years, almost to the day, he was a multimillionaire Hollywood actor. And this shows you the power of positive visualization. If you don't allow yourself to dream or take steps towards a fantastic goal or dream, you just won't get there. Think it, believe it, do it. You can listen back to this segment on my website, which is www.peppedproductions.co.uk. And if you have any comments or you want to share something, please don't hesitate to follow me on Twitter at WeArePepped, or check us out on Facebook, where we're listed as PEPPED Productions. And you can use the hashtag WeArePepped on any social media. This is coming from Into Beats 106.5 FM.